What's going on, people? Welcome back. Only Facts Sports. You already know what it is. We're actually recording this before Anthony Yarde's fight. We're posting it after the Anthony Yarde fight. And it's a reaction of all Anthony Yarde's highlights and knockouts. So we don't actually know what happened. We don't know what happened. Maybe, I imagine he stopped Lyndon Arthur.
Yeah.
I imagine, but who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? This is from Fighter Channel 3, so shout out to Fighter Channel 3. Link to the original video in the description. Let's get into it. Anthony Yarde, knockouts and highlights and all them good things there. How much do you rate Yarde?
I rate him highly. I think he's one of the best fighters that this country has. So that's
rude.
I mean, this guy's got genuine power, genuine athleticism. I feel like he's not schooled.
That's the thing. I really struggled to rate him so highly.
I mean,
here we go. Yeah, this.
Well, we are reacting to Yarde.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, exactly. Arthur. Yeah, 100%. This is the one.
To be fair, you could just tell, like, he just disregard, and you can just, when he throws punches, he throws it with such ferocity.
Yeah, he loads up on his punches, and the thing, but it's so English to me that he's just pure athleticism and not much boxing, and that's why I struggle. I know that's part of boxing.
He's got good punch variety, though.
Huh?
He's got good punch variety, and he's not just. Yeah, he does. He punches head, body. Got good punch selection. Do you know what I'm saying? He does. He's not just a walk forward fighter like one of them British men that don't have no like defensive mechanism.
I will say about this fight, although the first Lyndon Arthur fight,
that body shot.
Although the first Lyndon Arthur fight, he had situations with his family and stuff, and so he really was off his game. This was his redemption arc, and in this fight, he was very much on his game. This is the most on his game he's been. So I don't know if let's see if he can recreate that again.
This
in
is
the
a
third
fight before the Kovalev fight. I remember this fight.
Yeah. There's question marks over his level of opposition as well. I know that obviously he's fought 2 world champions. He's come up short. You know, no shame in that. They're both greats. Do you know what I mean? They're both all-time greats, actually.
Facts.
So there's no shame in him losing. But there's a big gap between
his best win and his losses.
Yeah, it's too big a gap.
I mean, when you look at this and you look at his overall skill, obviously you don't look at him and think, oh, he's going to beat Bivol, he's going to beat Beterbiev. But you do look at him and think he's going to be in some really good fights. He's going to be a really entertaining fight. And if he can...
I need to see him fight the other top British guys. That's when I can really place him with regards to where I think you are and how much I rate you. His career is not going to be defined by losing to Beterbiev and Kovalev. It's going to be defined by how we see him perform against Buatsi and how we see him perform against Callum Smith. That's where we're really going to define him.
Maybe how he performs against Benavidez. He might beat Benavidez. He actually has a genuine chance of beating Benavidez.
I don't
know who this brother is that he's fighting here. He's got a decent chance. Benavidez is easy to hit. You know what I'm saying? Yarde does have power. So
Benavidez is very big. Very
true, but Yarde is big. Pause.
Yeah, I don't know if that power translates. I'm not sure.
I mean, he's probably got.
I haven't. He does hit hard. I'm not taking anything away from Anthony Yarde, but have I seen him stop or knock out or seriously damage somebody who has a known chin? Like if I could see him do that against Buatsi, look after the Buatsi Callum Smith fight, that's going to tell me a hell of a lot more. Knocking out Sek and Reeves just doesn't do a lot for me.
Brilliant body shot. I mean, I think. He's athletic. I think he's got a decent chance again. I think I give him a 35% chance of beating a Benavidez. Yeah. He's fast. He's got the power. He's a genuine light heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? And he's a guy who does put his punches together. And Benavidez does have vulnerabilities. When Benavidez isn't hard to hit. Yeah. So when you give a puncher a chance, Benavidez is not going to be doing no Sugar Ray Leonard impression.
Who hits harder, Yarde or David Moreau?
I think Yarde probably hits harder as a light heavyweight, but I think Moreau probably has better punch mechanics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's a bit more schooled.
I think they're very close in terms of power. It's a great counter shot from...
I mean, but we're acting like Moreau didn't have success against what a shot.
It's a good shot.
Moreau dropped Benavidez.
Yeah.
He hurt Benavidez in the early rounds. He just didn't have the ability to keep up with Benavidez's pace, which I think will be the same thing with Yarde, to be honest, because Benavidez's pace is quite ferocious.
Yeah.
But Yarde is very athletic. And we saw what athletic style can do against Benavidez.
But I'm looking at him here fighting people that are not...
I was actually at this fight, you know. I actually worked this fight.
What was the main event? Sorry.
This was the main event.
Oh really? Okay,
This was the main event. I worked this fight. Yarde versus.
This is COVID times, is it?
During COVID in the bubble, I was actually working this fight. I'm not going to say the company I worked for, but I was at this fight.
But we're watching him. For me, Yarde's he's very athletic. He's very strong. I'm not taking anything away from him. But if I'm watching some of the other top guys, when we get down to Spellman level, I'm seeing man rendered unconscious. I'm seeing good punch. I'm seeing decent punch variety. I'm seeing good natural power. I'm not seeing man starched. I'm not seeing that.
I get you.
He's good at breaking people down, and he's not. Look, Spellman's vexed. He's good at breaking people. Look, do you mean he's genuinely like, what the hell?
Facts.
Like, he didn't even hit him. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not, for someone that's like meant to be one of the UK's main knockout punchers, you know.
I mean, I get you. I mean, he's not going to be winning a lot of rounds. You know what I'm saying?
We talk about his main strength being power. Most fighters, when we talk about
athleticism,
one of his main strengths is power.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he does a lot of breaking people down. I think that Yarde is wasted. If he'd spent more time really honing his craft, if his ability to, it's a great uppercut, if his ability to break people down. I told
you he's got a good punch variety, bro.
If his ability to break people down, he could have gone a lot further than he's gone.
I agree, but I don't necessarily mean that doesn't necessarily mean that he can't maximize what he has now. Do you know what I'm saying? I agree. Maybe if he did have, maybe if he was better schooled, maybe if he did better coaching at a fundamental level, he could have been maybe competing with a Benavidez or
any other fighter. Most of the other fighters, when we talk about this person is, a power puncher, and that's one of their main attributes. Yeah, they're knocking man out cold.
But I feel like, bro, it's one of those ones where you look at what he's done. He's a very accomplished fighter, bro. Now, when I mean accomplished, not accomplished is a lie. He's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter. Like, I don't look at him and think, I look at him like how you look at I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out a fighter from the past. But in terms of his overall attributes and what he can do, in terms of his skill level, I actually think he's a really good fighter. It's just very unfortunate that he came in an era where there's elite light heavyweights. And I feel like if he fights a Benavidez, he's got a good chance of winning. Well, a decent chance of winning, you know? I feel like...
I've just never been sold on him.
Yeah, I hear you. But I feel like Yarde's a good fighter. I feel like
he's a good fighter, but I think that's it. He's a good fighter. He's a less than good boxer, and he's a decent fighter. And that's all I've got.
I mean, I feel like I'm not gonna say I'd pick him to.
Good uppercut.
I'm not gonna say I'd pick him to.
I like his uppercuts.
He's got every punch he throws is correct. He doesn't throw one punch that isn't correct. He doesn't throw one punch that isn't correct. I'd say his ring IQ isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
But he doesn't throw one punch that's not correct. What punch does he not throw correct? Look at his body shots. Look at that. Look how he just sneaks in body shots. Yeah. This guy's
he puts good combinations together.
That's what I say. He's got a good punch variety, bro. I don't know, bro. I just feel like he gets a hard stick because of Tunde and the way he was moved. But in terms of his overall ability, bro, I feel like he's a good fighter. Look at that body shot. And him versus Benavidez is going to be a tremendous fight. It'll be a tremendous fight. I want to see that.
If he beats Benavidez, I'll be very, very surprised.
Would you be impressed?
Would you give him credit? I'd have to give him credit. That's what I'm saying. I have to give him credit and be 100%. I have to.
Obviously Benavidez is going to probably try and outwork him because Benavidez has a significantly better gas tank.
Yeah.
And down the stretch, he's got much better ring IQ, much better fight experience.
Yeah.
So he's going to know, but not getting it twisted.
Good body shots.
But Yarde does have enough in his arsenal to cause Benavidez problems.
Yeah.
Enough in his arsenal to cause Benavidez problems. The only thing is, you did bring up a good point. Morel was good target practice for Anthony Yarde. In terms of, if you're gonna design an opponent to prepare you for a Yarde, you're probably gonna say David Morel.
100%. That would have been the logical. The way he's moved to me is just weird. Facts. His whole career is just odd to me.
I mean, Lyndon Arthur does not prepare you for Benavidez.
Lyndon Arthur to Benavidez. Do you mean
But it was Lyndon Arthur to Beterbiev. I mean, what you know what I'm saying?
And look what happened. Yeah, 100%. I don't know that Yarde beats Callum Smith.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know that at all.
Yeah,
bruv.
It looks like he's fighting Alex Pereira here, blood. The MMA brother.
Yeah. But the resume is less than stellar. That was a brilliant body shot.
Good body shot.
Look how he loads up on that triple left hook. Bro, who in the UK is doing that, bro?
Nick Ball.
Look at that. Double left hook to the head, one left hook to the body. That is a tremendous punch combination. Again, left hook to the head, left hook to the body. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's punch variety is tremendous, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know, bro. Maybe I'm...
He can throw a punch. Let me know if is Shane like being over the top or am I being really negative? Because I just feel like the UK makes guys like this. Like, do you mean guys, you can throw a punch, you're very tough, you're very athletic, but we're in a good era of boxing, especially in like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I adjust my expectations depending
Based
on who
on
I'm
the
looking
weight
at.
class.
We're in light heavyweight boxing. That's not enough. And not only is it not enough, that's never been enough. It's not just this era. We're in a golden era, fine. But in the last era, it wouldn't have been enough.
Stevenson and MJ Ward.
And in the era before that, it wouldn't have been good
Bernard
enough.
Hopkins and...
What are we doing? Do you know what I mean? So we're going backwards and backwards. I just don't see him as elite. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's elite. He's exciting. He's becoming like a borderline gatekeeper. Like, he's like a Joseph Parker. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But Joseph Parker isn't... That's a good example. That is a very... But yeah. Joseph Parker has elite level wins and he has elite level losses.
He don't have the elite level wins though.
True.
That's
true.
Saying? So he's Joseph Parker today. No, but without the... Do you mean like
Joseph Parker has elite level wins though today.
Yeah, but I'm saying take away those elite level wins. You're almost a gatekeeper. Like you'll be the guy that people measure against, but you're not really the guy. Do you know what I'm saying? You've been in the light heavy, you've been boxing. How long have you been boxing now professionally?
Probably like 7 years.
7 years, do you mean?
Probably 7, 8, nah, maybe even longer. Maybe
the way his career,
years.
partly I don't blame him because the way his career's been moved is awful. Absolutely awful. And a lot of that is not down to him. But I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. I don't see any top fighter that he goes in and he's even favourite against.
Is he favourite against Callum Smith?
No.
Is he favourite? You said he's not favourite against Benavidez.
No.
Is he favourite against Buatsi?
Buatsi's not a top level fighter, but I think that's a 50-50 fight.
Obviously, you're not going to say he's favourite against Bivol or Beterbiev.
No. And I don't even know that he's a favourite against David Morrell. It's very close.
Yeah, it's very close.
Do you know what I'm saying? So Morrell, Buatsi, you man, that's where we are. And Buatsi, the way that Buatsi's been performing...
I mean, the difference is Morrell's like 27. He's like 34.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
Morrell's a relatively newcomer to the division in terms of the pros. You know what I mean? Although he's a well-schooled amateur. Do you know what I mean? Buatsi's been here, Olympic medalist.
But he's been in the same place for about 50 years.
Buatsi's got... It's a 50-50 fight between Yarde and Buatsi. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And Buatsi's gone like that recently. His stock has massively dropped. So your stock has had to drop to be considered a 50-50 with Yarde.
I'd slightly put Yarde ahead of Buatsi though. Slightly. Maybe like 55-45.
Yeah, fine. I could see that. So yeah, I mean, look, this video is going to come out just after.
We might have Crow all over your face, you know.
But if he goes and smashes Lyndon Arthur in 2 rounds, that doesn't negate any of what I've just said. What I've just said is the same thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course not, because he already knocked him out before.
He already knocked him out before. Do you know what I'm saying? And you've lost to him anyway. Do you know what I mean? I know you're going to say extenuating circumstances, but mad people go into boxing matches with extenuating circumstances. You've lost to that guy.
Yeah.
You have. So it is.
Bro,
what it
Yarde, if you watch this, I'm actually going to tag you in it as well.
Yeah,
if you watch this, I hope you prove this guy wrong because I'm actually in your corner, innit? I hope you go and get the Benavidez fight. I probably lean towards Benavidez just because of experience, pedigree, the style.
Man said just because we listed him, man. Listed a list of reasons: the jab, the ring IQ, the training, the coach, you know what I'm saying? Everything. Like, you know, but nah. You know, look. I mean, Benavidez outside of Bivol and Beterbiev, Benavidez is the guy. So it's no disrespect to Yarde to say that Benavidez
no, but
is the favourite.
It's a bit crazy though, isn't it? Because for you to... It is a bit it'll be massive. It will almost be like a Sean Porter. You know why I say Sean Porter? Where Keith Thurman beat Sean Porter, Crawford beat Sean Porter, Errol Spence beat Sean Porter. Yeah. You're almost like, whenever you're beat
by all the elite guys.
Whenever you go to the top...
You're Chris Eubank Senior. Junior, sorry. You're Chris Eubank Junior.
No, but Junior lost to flipping Liam Smith.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he lost, like, he owned, well, then saying that he lost to Liam.
He lost to Lyndon Arthur. He's Chris Eubank Jr.
He's a Chris Eubank Jr.
What you saying? And his best skills athleticism.
Yeah.
He's Chris Eubank Jr., bro. What are we
Facts.
doing here? What are
Facts,
we doing?
Facts.
Come on, man.
That's a good point.
Listen, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comment. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm bugging.
And
let me know.
let us know who you want us to react to next.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
But love.
Peace.